What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be working on the Supra. We've been absolutely driving that out of this car and nothing has gone wrong with it. But the past couple of times we've taken it out and we reversed it out the driveway, there's been massive puddles underneath the engine bay and we thought it was oil. So we had a look all over. It doesn't seem like it's leaking oil, but let me just start up the Supra and I'll show you guys what's happening to it. Starts up perfect every time, but so yep guys, the Supra is leaking E85. So the leak never used to be there all the time, but in the last two tanks that he's put E85, the fuel hoses have started to harden up a bit. This one on top isn't actually recommended for E85. So I'm going to be swapping that out. You can literally see that dripping from the get-go, and it's actually a big leak. So I'm going to fix that up now. I went to the local spare parts and bought myself a multi-fuel hose. We're going to fix that up and then we're going to make sure none of the other fuel lines leak. So we didn't put the fuel pressure regulator on there, but the person that did it may have run out of fuel hose and you just put something to make it work for that time being. But now over time, it's been 2 years since we had the Supra turboed and we run it on E85, so the hoses have hardened up a bit. Alright guys, so old hose is out. I'm going to put the new hose on. Just cut it to sort of the same length of what the old one was. And from here you can tell that the hose is really hard from where the clamp was. So I'm going to put that on and then we're going to start the car up, make sure there's no more leaks. All in, clamps are tight. We've got Nico in the Supra. Alright, give it a start, let's see.
Ready?
Let's go! Alright, we just took the Supra for a drive. I didn't really record us driving, but here was the patch of E85 we thought was oil, and there's only a few drops there where I just tested the car to see exactly where it was leaking from.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, it's been a minute with the Supra. We thought we fixed the fuel leak. That was done over 2 months ago. We started the car up. About to hop in and Nick noticed another smell underneath. And look at what I discovered. You're not gonna believe it. Once the car does warm up, the leak does stop, but once it's cold and you start it, straight away the leak will start. Now with that being said, we're going to be fixing that bad fuel leak on the Supra, and we are also going to be fixing or working on another car today apart from the Supra, which is Nick's daily right here. It's Ford Ranger, so he's got his daily and he's got his weekend car here too, and that's my weekend car for any of you that don't watch the channel. So we're going to be doing something awesome to this car. We're going to be fitting a dash cam on the car and we're going to be servicing his car for him too. Now Nick's done a lot for us in the past and for us on the channel. Whenever I ask him for a hand, he's always there to help me. So in return, I'm going to be fixing his Supra and his Ford Ranger. Now he is away for work at the moment, so we're going to do that before he comes. The dash cam, as you can see here, is called FitCam X and it fits in an awesome location, which I'm going to show you guys exactly how that fits. But for now, let's go to the spare part shop, get whatever we need and start fixing these cars. Let's go guys. And before I continue, I know I said I'm gonna finish it first and then I'm gonna get back to you guys, but that fitting might not have been the culprit, because I went underneath to finish off and look what I found. There was a little tear in the hose which eventually corroded, so I just cut it off. I'm gonna rejoin it. Because it sits for a very long time in the garage without being driven, the 85 stays in the petrol lines, and that's what happens to fuel lines when there's E85 sitting in them for a long time. And that is why we're going to be eventually going to braided hoses. So when they say upgrade your fuel lines as well, that's what they mean by that. So guys, keep it in mind. Fuel hose on the Supra was no good. I'm chopping that up, I'm putting it back together, and we're going to be going braided fuel line next. That's the next mod that we're going to be doing to this. I recommend 1040 for Supras. I'm going to go one step higher with the 1050 because it's still an unopened NA engine and we're forcing all that boost into it. I'm also going to be adding an engine oil additive. Now the engine oil additive I'm adding in the Supra is a ProLube engine oil additive. It's from the States. I've heard it's really good. I've seen videos. The people swear by it, and we're going to try it in the Supra just for that longevity, and so it makes everything run nice in the engine. So that's what we're going to be going with. We got 180 mils of that ProLube in here. We're going to mix it with 5.5 liters of this 1050, mix it in there, add it in the Supra, give it a crank, and then that should be all good, said and done. Look at that liquid gold, baby! Great success! Guys, so it's currently the next day. We're in the Ford Ranger now. We're going to do the dash cam install last night, but it got a bit too dark and I wanted to actually film this video properly, so it's the next day. We serviced the Ford Ranger yesterday. Now we are going to install that dash cam. So here we are, we're in the Ford Ranger and we have the package here by FitCam X dash cams. Replacing this plastic piece here, we're going to be taking that off. I've already actually unbolted it and taken it off. So we're actually going to be replacing this whole piece with another piece that has a camera inbuilt on it, guys, and it's going to be sick. So let me show you guys what we've got in the box at the moment. It's a nice sleek package, just all white all around. On the back we see here that there is Wi-Fi connection, loop recording, G sensor, super wide angle, perfect fit, and high dynamic range, which is HDR. We've also got here 4K Ultra HD filming as well. Now when I take that off, you see inside there is a user manual. So what's good about this is for people that don't like reading instructions, you can actually scan that QR code and a video will come up showing you exactly how to install this piece of kit, which is really cool in my opinion, rather than read. Now this big piece we have here is the camera in that plastic cover itself. Now here we have the camera on the front. There is some buttons on there, SD card on the side, and here we have all the specifications of the dash cam, which is really nice, neat and sleek in my opinion. There's also a wire here which we're going to have to connect to the harness that's provided, which I'll show you now in a bit, and I'll just put them next to each other up here so you can see the difference. On the Ford Rangers, it's this plug here that I need, and the way to locate that plug is just to follow how much wires come off the harness that they give you. So that was 3 wires and that was the only 3-wire plug there. So I'm going to continue putting everything back together and I'll let you guys know once that's all on there. Okay guys, now here is the FitCam X all installed. You can see it's in the factory location. It looks very sleek up there. I can see 3 blue lights flashing there, which to me looks like it's working. So the wiring's all working. And it also says on this user manual that I have to install this app. Now that's how you're going to be able to use the FitCam X. So you got to basically download that app. After reading through the instructions here, just to get the password, we've got the camera connected to our phone and we can see directly in front of us, and it is recording as well. Let me try to see if we can put it. Yes, we can put it in that full screen mode too. Guys, and that is the install on the FitCam X on Nick's daily. So we fixed his weekend car, we fixed his daily, and we upgraded his daily too. And now he's going to be coming home tomorrow. So when he comes home, everything's going to be fixed for him and he should be happy. Thank you so much to FitCam X for sending us out this package. Awesome kit. I really recommend buying it. If you go on their website, you just have a scroll through and you see if any of their sleek looking models fits your car. They also have a universal type model which just sits behind the rearview mirror, but this sleek looking one is I reckon the best in my opinion. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave us a thumbs up, put a comment down below of what else you'd like to see, and I guess we'll be catching you in the next one. Cheers guys.